You're starting off though.
Hey Canada, welcome to InfoComm 2025. I'm Lisa with Data Visual, and we're here at the Turtle booth and being brought to you by LiveU. Thank you so much for joining us today. Here's Iman, and he's going to tell you a little bit about what Turtle is and why.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Hi Canada, love Canada. So thanks for watching. We've got a few new products here at InfoComm 2025, and the first one I'd like to show you is our new product called Downtown. So what Downtown is, it's a multi-channel Dolby Atmos or DTSX to Dante encoder. So it decodes Dolby or DTSX and then re-encodes it as individual Dante streams. It supports up to 10 channels, yeah, you can input over HDMI, ARC, eARC, or even optical. It also has audio breakout over analog as well. We have primary and secondary Dante networks for redundancy, as well as a separate control port. So it's also dual PoE, which is really cool. So you can actually power it via PoE over both ports and have power and network redundancy for your Dante streams. So yeah, that'll do 10 channels of Dante audio from Dolby Atmos or DTSX. If you're using say 7.1 or 8 channels of audio, you can also do a stereo mixdown, which is really cool for sending into like a production system or maybe lecture capture. So that's called Downtown. It'll be out hopefully in late Q3. So that's our first product we want to talk about. We have lots of boxes to show you. So this guy is also a new product. This is called Phoenix. It's an 8x8 Dante bridge over Euroblock connectors. So it has 8 in, 8 out to Dante and back out to analog. Again, it's got a primary and a secondary Dante port, and they're both PoE. So you've got PoE redundancy, and actually if you plug in the DC as well, you've got triple redundancy on the power. It's also got 48 volt phantom power for mic inputs, and it comes with a rack mount kit as well. What else have we got? Too many products. Okay, this is another new one for InfoComm this year. This is our 30 watt PoE Plus Dante power amp. The really beautiful thing about this is because it's PoE Plus, it's plenum rated. I'm not sure what the rating category for Canada is, but it means you can put in ceiling tiles and things like that because there's no AC power.
Absolutely.
It's also got a full Dante bridge, so you've got analog and into Dante and Dante back out to analog, and it'll power to 15 watt passive speakers. So that's the 30 watt PoE Plus Dante power amp. While we're doing power amps, I'll do the big guy too. So we have a 150 watt power amp. Essentially the same thing, but it has AC power, of course, to do 150 watts, and that'll power to 75 watt speakers. Yeah, okay. What else is new? Let's get into the Chasey Control Pro. So we have a series of AV over IP products that we call Chasey. It's named after a town in upstate New York, right below Montreal, actually. So there's an AV over IP. I might start with the encoders and decoders themselves. So they use Dante AVA, and what we love about Dante AVA is a bunch of things, and I kind of like to call it a bit of a Goldilocks format. So it's high quality. Basically, it's based on JPEG 2000, but it's not JPEG 2000. It's Dante AVA, and it's got all of Audinate's beautiful networking and timing built in. It fits on a 1 gigabit pipe, which is really quite nice. It carries 1 channel of 4K 60 video, 444, and 2 channels of Dante audio. And because it's Dante, it just shows up in Dante Controller, so it's super easy to use and feels very familiar. So that's Dante AVA, and I suggest everyone take a good look at it. I've been around for a long time, and I think it's maybe the best format on the market at the moment. So on the physical hardware, we have a bunch of TX and RX units that will take 4K 60 over HDMI. We also have this guy here that's got 4K USB input, and it's also got a secondary power pass-through port, so you can plug in a 60 or 100 watt charger and then power the device you got plugged in. And then it sends audio and video over the network, and it shows up in Dante Controller. Which leads me into Dante Controller. So one of the biggest things that Turtle has done, and we released this at ISE in February, is we actually are the first company in the world to build Dante Controller into hardware. And so what that means is you can now access Dante Controller anywhere on the network. We have a full API, so you can program your entire Dante network using QSys or Crestron or whatever your favorite programming language is. And yeah, so that's Dante Controller in hardware. That's called Chasey Control. And I'd like to show you now the Chasey Control Pro. I'm going to need some tech support here. Excuse me, Pavel. How do we get the...
Technical support?
Yeah, tech support, on its way. I'll learn how to use a computer one day, guys, I promise. Okay, so this is Dante Controller in hardware. And this is our new Chasey Control Pro, and as you can see, we've got the full Dante Controller in hardware with all of your routing points, just like you expect in the Dante Controller software. What we've done with the Chasey Control Pro is we've added a whole bunch of advanced software features into the control box. So now we have media players, so you can load a media file and then push that media file out to our receivers over Dante AVA, and also supports alpha channels, so you can do titling and things like that. On top of that, we have presets. So we have Dante presets, so you can have up to 6 presets loaded, or unlimited presets, and then recall those with a single command line via the API. We also then have grouping, so you can group your receivers, so you can have a group of 20 or 30 or 1,000 receivers if you want to. Pleased to have 1,000. And then you can take one video file and send it out to all of the receivers at once. On top of that, and arguably the coolest thing in here, is we've added third-party control. So now you can use ASCII or hex commands, and you can do things like control television screens, turn them on and off via our receiver. You can also control things like lights, blinds, put the blinds up and down, whatever you like. Then, to make it even cooler, we've added in a scheduler. So this means you can do things like schedule all of the television screens to turn off at night time, turn back on in the morning, lights go off, lights come back on, all of that sort of thing, and it can be all scheduled. You can change the content on the screens via the scheduler, so perhaps you want to put some digital signage up, at night time, and yeah, so that's Chasey Control Pro. It works with any Dante audio, so you can drop it into an existing Dante audio network and away you go. Very cool. We also released an app for it as well, which is here. So we have a free iOS and an Android app, and so now you've got access to your Chasey Control or your Chasey Control Pro via the app. Inside there as well, we have a video routing function, the matrix router. And here you can see I can literally just drag and drop source to destination or encoder to decoder, and that can be a media file playing off your shared storage or whatever you like. The app has 2 logins, so you can log in as an admin and change all of the AV settings via the app, or you can log in as a user, which means I only have access to the matrix router, and that's great for like sports bars, where you don't want people playing with the AV settings, you just want them to be able to change the content on the screens. So yeah, that's our Chasey family. The Chasey Control Pro is new here at InfoComm. We're really excited about that. We've got so many products. Where next? Should we talk audio?
Sure.
Let's do audio. We've got heaps of audio IOs for Dante. I might start with the little guys. So we have a whole bunch of low-cost Dante adapters. So these are, I don't know what they are in Canadian dollars. Sorry, guys. They're $149 US.
Affordable.
Affordable, yeah. We have some unique features that similar products don't have. We have hardware gain control. They're in recycled plastic with ocean-bound plastic as well, because we've got to save the turtles, We have PoE and USB power, and yeah, hardware gain control. So there's 6 of those. There's a XLR in, XLR out. There's analog in and analog out over Euroblock. There's a Bluetooth and a USB. And one of the key things with our USB is that it actually does 96 kilohertz sample rate, which I believe is a unique feature for USB adapters. So that's really cool. Then we have similar products, but in a metal case. And while I'm on that, so everything you see in the green Turtle Aqua case is a 5-year advanced replace warranty. So our great friends at Data Visual will be set up soon with advanced replacement stock. So if anything goes wrong, no questions asked, we'll send you a new one. If we get the other one back and it still works, well, we'll figure it out between us. It won't be the integrators or the customer's problem. So on the Dante Pro converters, there are 3. We have a line in, line out over Euroblock. It's also got DC power, but it's PoE as well. It's got hardware gain control on the side, and it comes with a little rack here, so you can put them under tables, lecterns, rack them wherever you want to put them. So yeah, they're super affordable. Check them out on Data Visual's website, of course. All right, let's go to some more high density products. So for the live production world, we've got a whole bunch of really nice XLR to Dante and Dante to XLR. So this is our 8x8, and you can see over here in the rack, we've just announced our 16x16 for the show.
Nice.
So that's a new product as well. So what these guys do is we have obviously analog input to Dante back out to analog. On the inputs we have combo jacks, so it's TRS and XLR, and it's got 48 volt phantom power as well for all of the inputs. That all runs over PoE, and as you can see, the PoE ports are locking connectors. So that's the InfoComm locking connector, so great for live production. And you have primary and secondary Dante networks as well. So yeah, so that's the Miniola range. There's a 16x16, an 8x8, a 4x4, and a 2x2. So something for everybody. All right. What have we got? What have we missed, Lisa?
I don't know. That was pretty exciting. A bunch of new products and great partners.
We've got more, actually. I'm forgetting some things. So these ones are really one of my favourite products, actually. This is called Darwin. So Darwin are a very low-cost AV over IP, TX, RX, and control box. So there's 3 products in the range. When I say low cost, I'm not sure what they are in Canadian dollars, and I apologise, but I know the US list price is $2.99, so
that's good.
That'll give you
we speak American.
Yeah, that'll give you a reference point anyway, right?
We know, we can do that.
So these are 1080p, 444, great for sports bars, great for retail spaces, house of worship, and basically anywhere you want to get content on the screens. Super low cost, super stable. In the control box, it's an option. Each device has got its own web GUI, but in the control box you can see all of the devices in a single interface. And then on top of that you get the matrix router as well. So yeah, really handy for sports bars. We've released the Chasey app first, and that'll come out first, and then we'll start working on a free app for the Darwin series as well. Okay, USB extenders. So this is our first USB extender. This is a 100 meter USB 3.2 5 gigabit extender pair, and yeah, it extends USB up to 100 meters. That's what it does. They come in a pair. They come in a kit. It's power over cable, so it only comes with one power supply. Power whichever end you like, and it sends power over cable to the other one. Yeah. Then this is a new product for the show as well. So have I grabbed the right box? No, I haven't. So this is a USB extender with 4K 60 USB-C. So it's got USB-C input, so for laptops and MacBooks and things like that. It's also got a charge port. So what the charge port does is you can plug in a power brick, it'll power the device, and then it's got USB 2 extension. In 4K 60, I can't remember meters, it goes 130 feet in 4K 60 or 230 feet in 4K 30. Again, it's a transmitter receiver, it's a host and a device. These are great for like smaller BYOD rooms where people want to bring their laptop in, single cable connection, and then they can use the beautiful camera and the speakers in the room already. We've managed to do this in record time, Lisa.
Yeah.
I'm missing video walls. So we also have 2 video wall processors. And if I can get Pavel's attention, he can probably flick to it on the screen, but he's busy. We have a 4x4, which is in the rack over here, and we have an 8x8. These are a 3-in-1 device, so it's a 4K video wall, it's a multi-view, and it's a matrix all-in-one. And so you can switch between modes seamlessly, no black frames. In the multi-view, you can drag and resize the windows, and yeah, all in 4K, so 8 4K inputs, 8 4K outputs, and 4x4 as well.
Yeah.
I've got to be missing something. There's too many products here. I think that's it. it.
I mean, there are so many new products you're launching at the show, and you're a very new company as well. So
yeah,
we're going to have a ton of demo equipment that you guys can all reach out to us. We'll get that to you so you can try it out.
Yeah.
Reach out to our reps if you need more information. And looking forward to it. So what else would you like to say to the team?
Well, look, thanks for watching, everybody. We're an Australian company, and we really appreciate you jumping on. If there's anything you can do, if there's anything we can do to help you with demo equipment, just reach out to Data Visual. They're awesome. We're so pleased to be working with them, and thanks for watching.
So we look forward to seeing you again later, and at our next broadcast. Thank you so much for the great presentation, and have a great day. Take care.
Thanks.
Bye.